is on the 22nd of November, and we just got done watching the Michigan-Ohio State football game on TV. And the funny thing about this is, last year I actually videotaped the game myself.
Who the heck are those two young dudes, man?
I don't know, but the guy on the left is damn good looking.
The guy on the right had a lot of hair. Well,
yeah, wow.
Here we are, 30.
That's a memory flashback, huh?
Here we are, 30 years later, gang. Ray Glasser, along with good old friend Art Vuolo, in the year 2010.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I think, listen, for a couple of old farts, I think we look pretty good. Considering that was, what, 30, how many years ago?
30 years ago, exactly. That was November of 1980. This is November 24th of 2010. And we're still here.
Yes, and I think we had just got done watching the Michigan-Ohio State game back then. And it's coming up this Saturday. So
right again.
And, of course, wearing this outfit, go blue. I have been getting nothing but harassment from people here along the North Coast in Cleveland, Ohio. I thought they'd be a little nicer up here. They are down in Columbus, but so be it.
So be it. Anyway, here we are again, 30 years later. Two young, good-looking guys there, two old duffers here. And guess what? You and I have seen the rise and fall of home video.
Empire. Oh,
no,
not the Roman Empire.
We have seen the beginning and end, as it were, of the during 30 years.
Yes, we certainly have. We've seen a lot of formats come and go. We have hassled a lot of people at the Consumer Electronics
Yes,
Show.
we have.
We used to go both at the summer show at McCormick Place in Chicago, the winter show in Las Vegas. And please note, folks, I do know how to say Las Vegas. Anyway, and so we, I think that's one of the real kicks that we get out of it, because when we go to those shows, we get to actually reach people that sit up in their ivory towers that you can't ordinarily get to.
That's very true.
Yeah, and we like to, bitch and moan and complain about.
A lot of good it did us.
Why did they do this? Or
Hold the mic for a second. I pick up a few.
Yeah, so you have some props here that you're gonna show all the different things that we've gone through here in the different format wars and what have you. And believe me, there have been plenty, and it's always been beta versus VHS and everything else, and now both those tape formats are pretty much history.
Right. What I wanted to show was what we've gone through since 1980. We began with this.
Here, I'll do my who is that girl? On The Price is Right.
Oh, yeah, right. Right.
It's the lovely L500, folks. It actually started out as the K60.
Yes, I should have brought out a K60. I've still got a slew of them. Anyway, this was beta. This is what began the home video revolution. Then I got overtaken by the larger tape, VHS.
I just remember Carol Merrill, the most famous model on TV.
That's good.
On The Price is Right.
Then after VHS, we had a format that I don't have here in the house. It's called 8mm.
Can you believe he doesn't have one of the formats?
I don't have one. Anyway, 8mm gave rise to digital video, mini DV, as it were, in the 1990s, I think.
And the 8mm, one of my complaints about the 8mm was it's so small, I had trouble holding on to them a lot of times.
Guess what? It got smaller.
Then it got even smaller. So these are even tougher to find when you were looking for a tape. They can be hiding under a small piece of paper. Yes, unfortunately.
Okay, so we went from tape. That was actually the last tape format. Now we have DVD, which came out in the late 90s.
Yes, we do.
That was replaced by Blu-ray.
Which is also DVD.
Right, of course. And guess what? This is going to replace both of those someday.
Holy cow!
The SD chip.
Are you coming in? Are you coming in tight on that?
Yeah, maybe
get in tight, and we'll. It's going back to chips. So somebody get John and Ponch.
Oh,
because I'm sorry.
Poor Art, still poor.
Very very bad California Highway Patrol joke.
Right. Anyway, these are some of the formats that we've dealt with over the years since the 80s. Tape, of course, is now history. No one uses beta or VHS anymore for any series collecting. Now it's on DVD.
And my big complaint is, what about all those memories that we all have on beta tapes and on VHS tapes? You can't, but they're not being transferred. Every time you transfer, there's loss of quality. And even though everything is digital now, but the thing is, when you look at a wall of tape like Ray has here in his place, And like I have in my place with literally thousands of tapes, not hundreds or dozens, but thousands of tapes.
Thousands of
if
hours.
we live to be 100, we'll never be on the planet long enough to get all this stuff transferred. So I think that they ought to consider the fact that there are priceless memories that we have in some of these formats, and then you can't get a machine. Already, if you go to most people's homes, you don't find anymore a VHS player, and nobody is archiving, by the way, anything anymore, because everybody records television now on what is called the DVR,
right.
a digital video recorder.
Replaced
which
time-shifting VCRs.
Yeah, well, it's very easy to time shift.
Yeah,
Now
it is.
Do you have a DVR?
I had the first one, the first replay from 2000.
Holy cow.
Punch some menus, it's done.
Is that before TiVo?
Same time. Replay and TiVo came out the same time.
Okay, because
Yeah.
TiVo, I remember, was people were actually using the term generically. You want to
right.
on the trades, the broadcasting trades, because I'm in the radio business 50 years now, and anyway, and so they used to say like TiVo alert in the trades. You know, that means that would be something you should record. So everybody's recording on hard drives now. It's okay. Ray is taking something for this, which we hope will cure him. Anyway, but nobody saves anything. They watch the show, and then what do? They delete.
You have prejudice.
That's okay. Anyway. We're getting the giggles now, folks.
Oh, yeah.
This ought to be fun. So the thing is, nobody apparently knows how. Nobody's got a VHS machine anymore, so nobody knows how to get a show from their DVR onto saving it onto a tape or a DVD or a blank DVD. And it's so easy. I mean, Toshiba, up in my area, in the Detroit area, we have a store called ABC Warehouse that puts this Toshiba unit. It's a real good DVD recorder. $99.
Wow.
It's on sale for $99 every other week, it seems. I mean, it's so easy. You put a blank disc in, and you can record it from your DVR right to the disc, and you've got it, and then you can erase it off the hard drive.
And then the disc.
But what I'm saying is at least it clears the space on the hard drive. I mean, a DVR can hold just so many TV shows or so many programs.
Right.
Then you have to go, do something else with it.
And now we have cable companies broadcasting in high definition, something else we didn't have 30 years ago. We have HD DVRs, another new term, relatively. Mm-hmm. You can record on a DVR in high def. You won't get this lousy quality anymore. That's ancient history.
And one of the things that people are concerned about, when I say people, I'm talking about the people that make the shows, is the fact that they're worried about piracy now again. Because because the quality is so good.
Right.
In other words, when they put out now, and it'll come, a machine that can record. Good God. Anyway, a machine that records in high definition. Look at the quality that you'll have, and you can steal stuff real easily. I mean, just like Hollywood was scared to death, and you and I both remember.
Only too well.
That's right. Yeah. I mean, on that old video that we were just looking at, I was talking about a visit from the FBI that I thought was bogus, and it was for real.
Right.
And our friends out in Hollywood that we know were they were all but shut down.
They went through hell.
They really did.
That, yeah.
I mean, there were lawsuits and all this stuff. What's his name? What was the guy from the motion picture? Jack Valenti. Remember, had his got his panties on the wall.
Cancer in the belly.
Oh yes,
right.
Home video was going to kill Hollywood. Yeah. Home videos saved Hollywood.
Exactly.
And they just didn't realize it at the time. I mean, and needless to say, if we wanted to touch on the adult business, that's
read the book.
There's a book out. What's the title of the book?
What's the title? You remember?
It's about. Erotic what?
The Erotic Engine by Parchin Bars, and I'm in it.
And he's in.
I'm in the index.
He's in the index. He's actually in the book 3 times.
That's true.
It was all those years of shooting all those little girls.
Because in the beginning, half of the home video industry was porno because it was so hard to get.
Oh, I know. And I remember the first time somebody showed me a videotape of, what was it, Deep Throat or Devil and Miss Jones.
Green Door.
Which are tame by today's standards.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But honest to God, it's like what it's done for the dirty movie business has been unbelievable because people are too embarrassed to go to theaters to see that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But in the privacy of their own home, no matter how kinky your taste is, you can get anything. except for Alice. You know.
Right. Then there were the video cons.
Yes, there were, and the video cons were video conventions that we used to have in a little town. We didn't say what town it was, but it was in Fremont, Ohio. And
Art had these made for the video cons.
Yes, you
Still
see
have
that?
one.
I look better on videotape. Yeah, I did.
Really?
I still have several of those shirts. I can't fit into any of them anymore.
Big surprise. Neither can I.
But anyway.
We're not those two young guys anymore, Art. Hate to say it.
No, but we'll be in Las Vegas again
CES,
at the
yeah.
Consumer Electronics Show, hassling people as to why they're doing this to us.
Right.
Why do they keep taking us down these paths of no return? So.
Exactly.
But anyway, yeah, we've seen a lot come and go.
It's been a fun ride. Very interesting.
fun ride.
Spent a lot of money on machines, machine repairs,
Yeah.
videotapes, phone bills. Remember the days before we had satellite telephone long distance?
Oh yeah, I was talking about MCI and Sprint on that old
Right,
video, and man, now everything is flat rate. I've got a phone at home. I can call even Canada. Flat rate, it's all the same price. I mean, the old days of, talking loud and saying, it's long distance, hurry
Yeah,
up.
remember that? Yeah.
Turn the egg timer over, you got 3 minutes,
That's right.
but those
There was something else that we
days
haven't
are
even
gone.
touched on is people are now downloading movies.
Yes.
Redbox, Netflix has also helped to kill home video.
Yes. In fact, I remember somebody said they felt that one of the main things that caused VHS to become the dominant format was the video stores.
Right. Oh, for sure.
Because
For sure.
Video stores started out as mom and pops.
Right.
They were little operations in the corner store.
Privately owned, yeah.
Mhm. Then the big guys came along, the Blockbusters and what have you. And
Hollywood Video, yeah.
that's right, all those big chains. And it's the same thing that Home Depot, or not Home Depot, but Office Depot or Office Max or Staples did to the little mom and pop office supply
gone.
stores. They're all gone.
Yeah.
But now, boom, all over the country they are shutting down Blockbusters.
They're almost gone. They're in Chapter 11.
That's
Yeah,
what
they
I
are.
understand. And now everything is this Redbox thing.
Redbox, you
or
go rent it for
or-
$1.
Or Netflix, right, where they send them right to your home.
Or streaming video over the net. We didn't have the internet 30 years ago, gang. No computers, no iPhones, no iPods, a whole different world.
Yeah, it's scary what's happened in just a very short period of time.
30 years is really not that long.
It is not, and it's just amazing. And we were amazed. I have a tape of me on a talk show on Channel 24 in Toledo where I'm talking about the first cameras where the tape actually goes in the camera. I'm going, can you imagine? The tape actually goes in the camera. You don't even have to be slinging a 30-pound VCR over your shoulder anymore. And that was considered groundbreaking at the time.
Yes, it was.
But now the cameras, including the one that we're recording this on,
Use these.
yeah, they're recording all of this onto a little chip.
That's right.
So it's nice that we have a couple of dips with the chip. I'm sorry. It's best
Nothing's changed in 30 years, Art. Not really.
I had good humor, folks, but it melted. Anyway,
Brother.
ooh. But it's been fun sitting here reminiscing with you. So, is this going to go on YouTube?
Absolutely.
People are going to see this all over the country.
All over the world.
Do I look okay? I mean, for my
Fine,
age.
Art. You actually do look better on videotape, though,
Yeah.
really.
I'm on Medicare now, folks.
Oh, God. That's right. He just hit that magic age.
Thanks. Let's not go into that.
That boy won't go there.
Anyway,
I just thought it'd be kind of cool that since we're together again on another November weekend, 30 years after the fact,
That's right.
we talk about what's happened in those 30 years and how what was revolutionary back then is history today.
That's right. Yeah, it's been 30 and down and dirty.
Very good, Art. Art, thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, Ray.
Ray Glasser, Art Vuolo, November of 2010.
Yeah, thanks a lot, and we'll be seeing you in another 30. Oh, God, will we live
I
that
don't
long?
think so. I don't think so. Only on the internet. Bye,
care.
guys.
Bye-bye.
Take care.